everyone, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back, and thank you for supporting me. I'm Coretta. So in today's video, I will be showing how I made this personalized tote bag using heat transfer vinyl, better known as HTV. Come on, let's get started. Okay, so to complete this project, you're going to need a tote bag of your choice. I purchased this one from Amazon. You're going to need heat transfer vinyl, a weeding tool, and a pair of scissors. You're also going to need your green standard grip cutting mat. Here I am on Cricut Design Space homepage. To begin, I'm going to select New Project in the upper right-hand corner to open a new blank canvas. Once the blank canvas opens, I'm going to select the text tool on the left menu bar and I'm going to type my tote bag. You can type whichever font that you want for your design. Now, when I inserted the text, it defaulted to Cricut Sans, but I'm going to change the font to a font that is on my computer, which is considered a system font. If you are a Cricut Access member, you can use a Cricut font. I am not an Access member, so I am going to choose a font that is on my computer. To change the font, I'm going to go to the top menu bar, and I'm going to, under the font, I'm going to select the drop-down menu. I'm going to select System, and I'm going to scroll down to Arial Black. Once my font has been selected, I'm going to X out. Next, I am going to size the font to fit the tote bag. To know what size you want your font to be or what size you want your design to be, you need to measure your item. So let's measure the tote bag. So here I have my tote bag, and I want my design to fit in the middle between these two straps here. And so to find out the distance between these two straps, I'm going to use my measuring tape to measure. So with my measuring tape, I'm going to place one end here and I'm going to go to the other side. And according to my measurements, the distance between one end of the strap to the other end of the strap is about 10.5 inches. And so I'm going to make my design 10.5 inches wide. Okay, so based on the measurements, I am going to size the design to 10.5 inches in width proportionately. To change the size of the font, you can pull your font from the corners here. You can size it that way. Or you can go up to the top menu bar and you can type in the size of your font. Since I know the exact measurements that I'm going to use, I'm going to type mine in the top menu bar. So what I'm going to do is make sure that the proportion is locked because I want my design to be 10.5 inches wide. I'm going to type in 10.5 in the size and then hit enter. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of space between the word my and the words tote bag. And I don't want it like that. I don't want it that far apart. I want it to be a little closer. To get the lines closer, I'm going to ungroup to lines. To ungroup to lines, I'm going to make sure my text is selected. On the font menu bar, I'm going to go to Advanced. And then I'm going to select Ungroup to Lines. This will then give us two separate layers. If your text is only one line, then this is a step that you wouldn't have to do. So I'm going to align my font Move it closer so that it's not so far apart. Okay, I like that. Now that I've positioned the fonts where I want it so it's not so much space in between it, now I want to make sure that I keep everything aligned. To make sure that everything is aligned, I'm going to select my font. I'm going to go up on the menu bar, select Align, and then I'm going to align center horizontally. Now that I have that part of the design done, I want to add my name. So to add my name, I'm just going to follow the same process. I'm going to go to the left menu and select the text tool. And then I will type my name. Now, when you add more text, Cricut will default to the last font that was used. You can keep it or you can change it. I'm going to change this font to Arial. Again, under System Fonts, I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to select Arial. And I'm going to X out. I am going to size the font down and position it under my bag, under the word my tote bag, I'm sorry. So I'm going to size it to my liking. And once I've sized it, then I'm going to make sure that my name aligns with the other part of the design by selecting the entire design, going to the menu bar on top, select Align, and Align Center Horizontally. Once I'm finished designing, now I need to make sure that everything cuts out exactly how I have it on the canvas. To do this, I'm going to attach all three of the layers together. To attach, I'm going to make sure that my design is selected, and on the bottom right-hand menu bar, I'm going to select Attach. Now that I have everything attached, I can go to Make It in the top right corner. On this screen is the design on the mat. Because I'm cutting HTV or heat transfer vinyl, I want to make sure that the mirror option is on. To do this, I'm going to go on the left hand side, and where it says mirror, I'm going to turn that green. And what this does is it flips the image or the design backwards. This is a very important step when you are cutting HTV. Now I'm going to select Continue. On this screen, I will be selecting the material that I am going to be cutting. For this project, I am using Caesar Everyday Iron-On, so I will select the Everyday Iron-On option. Next, I'm going to use my green standard grip mat, and I'm going to add the HTV. When placing your HTV or your vinyl on your mat, you're going to place it with the shiny side down. And you're going to place it in the upper right hand corner. You want to make sure you get it as even as possible. And then you want to make sure that you lay it down and you get all of the bubbles out. And you want to get the bubbles out so that you can get a good cut. Now I'm going to load the mat into the machine. Okay, so the design is cut and I'm going to remove it from the mat. To remove it from the mat, I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to pull the mat away from the vinyl. This will prevent the vinyl from curling. Now I'm going to weed the design out. Before I weed it out, I'm going to cut off this excess vinyl because I can use this piece at the bottom for another project. So I'm going to cut this off, move that out of the way, and then I'm going to weed. So to weed the project, you just want to take and pull from the corner. You want to pull it from the corner, the vinyl, leaving the design of that you cut out onto the carrier sheet. Okay, so here we are at the heat press. I have the heat press set on 340 degrees for 15 seconds. I've already lint rolled the tote bag and I pre-pressed it to get the moisture out. So I'm going to place a Teflon sheet on top and then I'm going to press. Okay, so here the design is finished pressing, and so I'm going to now remove the carrier sheet from the vinyl. Okay, guys, what you think? All right, guys, that's all for now. I hope that you were able to follow along with my process. If you like this video and would like to see more, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and consider subscribing to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I will respond back. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.